This is One-on-One. We are pleased to welcome Barbara Heisler, who is Executive Director of GlassRoots, the region's only youth-accessible glass-blowing studio in the tri-state area. How you doing?
I'm doing real well. Thanks for having me.
Now, I'm familiar with GlassRoots because I actually attended one of your events, but tell everyone what GlassRoots is.
Well, most people would think that GlassRoots is a glass art studio, but we're really a youth transformation space. We use the vehicle of glass, hot glass, to transform the lives of youth. They learn math, they learn science, they learn business, they learn entrepreneurship, but more importantly, they learn patience, they learn tenacity, they learn creativity. It's a really extraordinary place.
Now, it's glass blowing.
We actually have three shops. We have a flame shop, a flat shop, and a hot shop. So we do flame work, which is where something like this is made, beadwork.
That was made there?
It was.
Okay.
We do flat glass, which is mosaic glass, kiln formed, which is glass that's fired into a shape. And then we have a glass blowing studio. We have a full furnace, two hot shops.
And those glasses right there. Hey, Bob Morris, our great director. Hey, Bob, check this out. Barb, talk about this.
So those are glasses that are made in our hot shop. Our hot shop is a 2200 degree molten glass that is made into glasses, vases, paperweights, anything that someone can imagine.
Now, it's interesting. You talk about transforming the lives of young people. How?
So
someone might say, hey, it's art, it's wonderful, it's great, but that's it. You say, more than that.
It is.
How so?
It is. So you take someone, a hardened kid who really, thinks they know it all, and they come in and they sit in our flame shop and they sit in front of a torch, and you turn it on and there's 2200 degrees in their personal space. You get their attention pretty quickly, and there's a fear. The first time I turned it on, I was very frightened by the sound and the force. And then you realize that you can use that fear to shape something really beautiful. And that's kind of what we do. We use everything we have in the glass to really help create lives with a future. Not only for the young people that we deal with, but now we work with young adults. And we're really helping them forge futures.
Careers?
Careers.
Describe the careers.
So we actually launched a new program last year, we're very proud of, called the Varus Scientific Glass Training Program. And we're training young people to make that very complicated glass that's used in pharma labs and chem labs, the kind of Frankenstein-looking glass that has all the curlicues that can't be made by robots and can't be repaired by robots. And so after 12 weeks, a partnership that we have, by the way, with Essex County College and the Association of Scientific Glassblowers, they can walk out and walk into jobs making $18 to $35 an hour. That's transformative.
That's a career that they may never have even known about, much less been able to go into.
Absolutely.
Was that the plan in the beginning?
No. GlassRoots was a lovely after-school program. And it could have continued as a really wonderful after-school program. The founder's vision was to use glass to teach business and entrepreneurship. So we have a very successful business and entrepreneurship program where our young people, our high school age students, go through a full academic year, and at the end they've created a business, they've created products, and they actually present it to a jury who judge them, and someone wins, like in real life. And some businesses have started from that. But the idea of creating post-secondary programs, these workforce development programs, is new. We started our first one, as I mentioned, in October. Our next one we'll be launching this October. It's a craft entrepreneurship program. We'll be teaching young women, 18 to 24, to make necklaces like this and other kinds of crafts that they can sell. They'll walk out of our programs with their own torches, with startup kits of glass, and access to our studios and online businesses and contracts.
Talk about Newark, because this series, Newark at a Crossroads, is talking to business leaders, political leaders, educational leaders, people in the education community. Why Newark?
Why not Newark? I mean, Newark's an amazing place.
An amazing place.
It is. The energy here is very high. Our kids come in, they had lots of challenges. Our kids face challenges that no children should ever have to face sometimes. But they come in eager and ready to experience something new. And that's what they do. And that's, in fact, why, to answer your last question, why we started the post-high programs, our workforce development programs, because we knew that just what we did with high school students wasn't enough, that we needed to work with kids that needed that extra piece, that extra push to get into a career. The support in Newark has been amazing. Our partnership with Essex County College, with Rutgers University, with NJIT, with the other arts organizations, with the corporations here.
Partnerships matter.
They really matter.
Real quick, Newark 350 years, 2016. You have an initiative called?
Faces of Newark at 350.
Faces of Newark at 350 is 30 seconds, go.
We're creating a mobile mosaic of faces to show what Newark looks like now. And we'll have the mosaic traveling around. People can send us via email or on our Facebook page a picture of themselves with a little placard saying, Newark at 350, this is why I love Newark. And we're putting together both a virtual and mobile mosaic.
And you weren't born and raised in Newark, were you?
No, but I'm a New Jersey girl.
But you loved the city.
I do.
It's interesting to me, for those of us who are born and raised here, to meet someone who adopts the city and has that feeling. It's a wonderful thing. Appreciate it.
Well, I have to say that my dear friend Clem Price imbued a lot of that love of Newark into me.
I'll probably say this several times throughout the show. We would not be here if it were not for the late Dr. Clem Price from Rutgers University. Clem was the one who I asked, hey, Clem, what do you think if we started the series about Newark? And he said, yeah, why don't you call it Newark at a Crossroads? That's where the name of the series comes from. The great, late, the extraordinary, iconic historian of the city of Newark, Dr. Clem Price. See, I didn't even know he had that impact on you, and he just did that with a lot of people.
Clem is why I started coming into Newark regularly and fell in love with all of the institutions here.
Clem's why a lot of good things happen.
Yeah.
Barbara Heisler, Executive Director of GlassRoots, a terrific organization. Barbara, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Stay right there.
Thank you.
We'll be right back from NJIT right after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato at NJIT has been provided by NJIT, the Fidelco Group, Barnabas Health, Prudential Financial's Global Communications Department, TD Bank, Verizon Communications, and by PSE&G. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato at NJIT has been produced in cooperation with FiOS One News.